It's another beautiful day, and here I am sipping some tea, minding my business. But I am compelled to reflect on something. Humor me, please. So I was part of a project recently, and there was a post up on a blog in order to promote the project. It was an edit showing just a bit of what we did, and the comments were brutal. Personally, in all my years as a lyricist, I've had my fair share of negative comments, but I have never been this bashed. I blamed it on the packaging of the clip used to promote it on the blog. I felt it was a poor representation of what we truly accomplished on that project. But of course, trust the public to go by whatever they see on social media and use just that little bit to judge the entirety of what you tried to do. One particular comment stood out. And me, we know they sent person talk on a good day, got worked up and so upset. A friend of mine gave me some advice on how to keep off the negative energy. He said to me, and I quote, "Avoid the comment section on all your content posts. It can be demoralizing and you will lose sight of what you set out to accomplish because you will begin to doubt yourself." I let that sit in my head for a bit. Now, I'm not new to that advice and I have thought about it before, but this time I was so upset it really got me thinking. In the course of mulling over the idea of cancelling the comment section of all my posts or any posts that involve my brand, I was torn. Though I totally see the point. Social media can be really toxic and I like to choose my battles. Speaking of battles, in an attempt to understand my options, I chose to ask professionals in one of the most toxic communities of creatives, the battle rap community. This is a culture where having tough skin is a necessity to even exist in there. Brilliant minds have had to face incredible confrontation, all for the art. I might do a video on why that is later because I'll need to do a lot of research. But for now, back to the comment section issue being presently discussed. Considering how much blood, sweat and tears go into the art form of battle rap, in a community where battle rappers and battle rap enthusiasts see absolutely no boundaries with comments, I asked a few top tier battle rappers one question. Whenever your battles drop on the net, do you go through comments? I'm gonna play their responses and we'll get to my resolution on the matter afterwards. As it should be, ladies first.
So yes, I do check out the comment section because I want to know what people think about my performance, my opponents, the battle in general, to also know like what they want, what they expect. And so far my growth in battle rap has actually been from listening to critics and knowing how to polish up my performance and all of that. So that's the main reason why I actually check out the comment sections, you know, what the people want, what the people love, and if they do love it or not. So that's it.
If my battle drops on YouTube, do I go through the comment section? The answer is yes, I do. To check for criticisms, like to see what I did wrong or like, okay, what I could have done better so that for the next battle, you get it. The last battle, my pen game was a bit lazy, so I kind of work on that on the next battle. Or my performance was like, I was too relaxed, then I go crazy the next battle. Yo, man, I do that for the love, man. I like to see the appreciation for the craft.
I do actually enjoy going through comments when my battle drops, but I give it a while. I let the comments build up. After I'll watch it, but I won't read the comments. I'll just allow people to watch, give their comments. When the comments are a lot, then I'll now go back and start reading it. It's fun. It's fun to always hear what people have to say about your battle. It's always fun. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is, as long as they are talking, we appreciate them.
Yes, I do. First of all, it gives you a sense of feedback. You know, you get to hear from the people that viewed the battle and understand how they received it. If you did well, if you didn't do well, you get to understand if your fans are active. People might point out a couple of things that happened during the battle that maybe you were too focused on the battle to observe. Sometimes I experiment to some of my rounds. I put in some subtle word plays, double, triple entendres, quadruple entendres, just to see if people will catch. And it's always encouraging when someone points it out. That means the person took time to watch the battle. You also study the crowd, see the kind of things that they reacted to. That helps you prepare better. So yeah, there's a lot of feedback you get from reading the comments. There are some battles that you get and the more popular person wins, not because they were better, but because they had more fans. Everything matters. The comments matter a lot. Yeah. And it helps you prepare. So that's the most important thing, that feedback.
There was a time I wasn't going through the comments because I felt like, okay, these comments might get to my head or might be toxic for me based on the negativity and all that. But I got to a place, like a space that I could deal with it. So right now, presently, I go through the comments, right? I see everything and I weed out the negativity and dwell on the positives. I know those criticizing from from a honest place. I learn from it, from the little I can gather. Then I just smile from the buck one. Yeah, and just feed on it and just feed on that energy and I'm doing something right. Let's go on to the next year.
Well, for me, I don't for a lot of reasons, man. I don't even like watching my battles, but occasionally I just check the comment section just to find out what the fans like, and then maybe get something more like that in my verses for the next battle. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Of course I do. It's the craving of validation. It goes without saying. All rappers, every creative seek validation. That's most especially when I am expecting a certain response, or to be sure if some nuggets were caught. Since one is trying to appeal to the larger audience, whatever the demographic, one ought to, even if ignorance is at play here, one ought to. Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Whenever my battle drops, do I like to go through comments? Yeah, I do. For me, it helps. It helps improve me. Going through the comment section exposes you to what people think of you, or because of the kind of bars you drop, the kind of the things you say. I love the criticism. It helps me be better. Even if the words come from people who do not appreciate me, because there's always some traces of truth in the things people say. So yeah, I do love to go through comments.
Yeah, sure, it's good to get feedback from the fans to find out what they really like, what they expect, how well they were satisfied, in order for you to better your next performance, and also to get constructive criticism. So it helps not just battle, but music-wise, entertainment-wise. You do need feedback, you do need comments. So it's up to you to sieve whatever you see and all that. But yeah, I do like to go through the comments, and yeah, that's what's up.
Personally, I do like reading the comments because I am a self-critic. I always try to see things I didn't do well, and also I get to read those comments because sometimes some people can be constructive with their criticism and some people are not, but from the comments I can really see what people are really stressing on, what they feel I should have done better or where I really did better, you understand? So the comments really are things I check for, but it's just that I don't let them be something that gets to me. I only just pick the positives from them. I just ignore the negatives as well, because at the end of the day, people will still talk what they want to talk, talking about the haters, but generally everybody gets to really express their opinions, and your battle is not left out. So if people watch your battle, they'll definitely say what they feel about it. And I always check for those things. I take, the few things I can take from the comments, and then I trash the rest that are not like beneficial to me. So yeah, I always check for the comments.
The answer is not so straightforward. So usually, when I have a good battle and everybody in the building feel like I won, or they feel like I put up a classic or I had a great performance, yes, when the battles drop, I immediately go to the comment section to see if the people watching from home feel the same way like the people in the building. But there are some battles where I don't like my performance, and I'm probably getting the vibe and the feeling like, this wasn't one of the great Spliff performances, and I just avoid the comment section. The only thing I do is I go to monitor the number of views. It's even, I'm not going to name any battles, but I think I have 7 battles online currently, and there are about 3 that I didn't watch at all when they dropped, because people might have felt differently, but maybe I didn't really like it. And there are some ones in those 7 battles where I only watched my parts, I didn't watch my opponent's round. So I'm very weird like that. I just go off vibe. If I'm feeling like, oh, I want to know what it, and if I feel like I have a particularly, let's say, average performance, I sometimes too, after a while, after I've healed, I go back to check and see if people thought it was average as well. So my answer is not straightforward. It's not a yes, it's not an outright no. It just depends on what I feel about the battle and how I feel about the battle. So shout out to QM's couch. Nice to be here.
Yeah, do I go through comment sections anytime a battle drops? Yes, of course, because man, I feel like my material is one perspective, and we have a target audience that we're performing to, and they also have certain say. Often you might have some fans passing positive criticisms, and if you take it into good faith, you can apply it to the material and overall become a better battle rapper. For the positive criticisms, I mean, we have certain people out there passing ridiculing comments, especially fans, stands from the opponents and all of that. Yeah, but basically you don't have to take it to heart. I have to be a quote-unquote professional about the whole thing, you feel me? Yeah, but then again, I do go through the comment section.
So when my battle drops on YouTube, I always go through the comments so that I'll check through the compliments and the criticisms, to know, okay, this is the part I need to work on, this is the part I've gotten down well. When you try to I feel like that's the only way you can improve yourself. When you go to the battle, you check through the comments and see, okay, this, maybe if you're working on something, and somebody noted that you start doing this, it will help you know that okay, you are there now. You just need to try improving it more and maintaining that level that the person noted it on. You understand? Then try to improve more on it. And then the criticisms, now you try to that okay, this what is lacking now, this what I need to do, this and that. So if you want to improve, I feel like you need to go through the comments to check. No matter how harsh the criticism is, you still have to work on it, because that's the only way you can get better, and you always have to be you always have to get better in this particular sport.
I'll go through the comment section. Yes, I do, because I like to see what people are actually talking about. I want to know if I did a good job, and most times I like to see encouragements. Like, Gemini, you did great, Gemini, you did wonderful. And I also like to see hate comments and criticism as well, so I know what people think I should do better in my next events and what I should do to my next opponent.
And no, I don't go through the comments of battles that I've been on. There's a whole reasoning behind it, but the long and short of it all is the battle rap industry of the place that I'm from, they don't like me, bro. It is what it is. They go around in their WhatsApp groups talking BS about me, and as soon as a battle drops, they go spam the comments with, oh my god, the other guy did this, the other guy did that. It's pointless, it's boring, it's sad to see. But yeah, that's the reason I don't really bother myself. I don't even come online most times. I'm just out here in the caves, writing, making my music, so I can't really bother myself with the ideologies of trolls. Simple.
GNERIC has a solid yes on this matter. She credits her growth in battle rap to reading comment sections and loves to know what people want, what they love, and what they expect. King Rbic says yes, he checks for criticisms in order to up his game in the next battle, also for the appreciation for the craft. BLACKLIP Pastor says yes, he gives time to let the people watch the battle and allows the comments to build up. He then has fun reading the comments, because according to him, it's always good to know what everyone thinks about your battle, the good, bad, or ugly. U3 also says yes for the feedback. He checks the comment section. He also checks for the notes people watching took during the battle, crowd reaction, and keeps track of fan engagement. He believes it also helps for better preparation. Slimbuck says yes, he has evolved from not reading comments due to the toxicity to a point where he can weed out negative comments and take positive criticism, and also to appreciate the love he gets for every performance. Alpha Hybrid says no, he doesn't watch most of his battles for reasons he didn't mention, but occasionally checks to understand what the fans like and see what can be applied in the next battle. WILXON says yes with an interesting edge to his response. He talks about the craving for validation that most creatives have. Especially when he expects a certain kind of reaction, he does check the comment section to see if the word plays and gems that he feels he dropped were caught. Since as a performer, it's your job to be appealing to whatever your target demographic is. Britchen says yes, he believes exposure to what people think concerning how you work helps improve your craft. He accepts even the toxic criticism because he feels there is always some degree of truth in everything people say. Buez is on the yes team. He loves to get the feedback from fans to know what they like and understand their expectations in order to better the next performance. However, he believes it is the constructive criticism that helps. SILVABLYNKS also says yes, he's a self-critic and always looks into what he didn't do well. He tries to recognize the real issues people stress on as regards what can be done better. He takes the beneficial comments and trashes the rest. Spliff says yes and no. In a situation whereby he feels he had a great performance, he runs straight to the comments to see if the love on cam is the same as the love he got in the building. But if he's not so sure about his performance, he totally avoids the comment section and rather just monitors the views. It all depends on how he feels about his performance. Jnol, aka Big Crip, says yes. According to him, he feels the people we are performing to have a certain say about what we do, and if you take the positive criticism in good faith, you can apply the advice to your next prep and improve your craft. The fans of your opponents may try to ridicule you, but don't take it personal. So yeah, he believes it's important to go through the comment section. Kmac says yes, he checks for compliments and criticism. That's how he feels you get to gauge where you're at with your game. That's how you know which part you have gotten down packed and which part you still need to get together. The comments is all for the improvement of your craft. Dabu the Gemini says yes, he likes to know what people are talking about and appreciates the encouragement, but also takes the hate comments and criticism so he knows what to do better at the next event. Fozter says no, because of how much hate comes from the trolling without respect for the artist or the art form. It can get really toxic and he just chooses to focus on his art and stay making great music. At this point, I'm going to be very honest with you. All of us, including myself, have to make a good appearance for public platforms such as this. The toxicity is really being downplayed in this video, I will not lie to you. And I tell you, it's because we all individually decide to be mature about it. But when it comes to our DMs on WhatsApp groups, among circle of friends in this field, trust me, we are not happy about the trolling. Let's just work with the information gotten from the responses on this video. As regards the benefits of checking the comment section, Everyone mentioned certain factors in common repeatedly: growth, appreciation for the craft, and feedback. WILXON mentioned validation, the necessity to evaluate your level of appeal to your target demographic. That is, if you are appealing to the people that are watching you and the people you actually want to get their attention. We do appreciate the validation, so we seek it, even at the risk of encountering the ignorant ones that could get us irate. In as much as I love the feel of getting crowd reaction, seeking validation is a slippery slope, so I try my best not to give into that desire too much, because it will leave me vulnerable. So though I agree with the truth that we crave validation, we should not invest as much energy into seeking it. It should not be our main reason for checking out the comments of people concerning our content. But yes, we should be appealing. If you enjoy what you do, you will be appealing to some extent. So in all, validate yourself and appeal to yourself first. However, I agree with everyone who gave their opinion on this video, but my truth is that I related the most with Spliff. It really depends on how I feel. If I don't feel good about a performance, I hardly ever touch that video again, except there is something I did I can't get over and I want to deal with it for the sake of a prep for another battle in order to learn something, because these comments can ruin your mental if you keep messing with them. All the comments about growth and appreciation for the craft as well as feedback were all tied to constructive criticism. That is understandable. I mean, you grow when you learn how to better your craft from comments that are constructive with their criticism. Britchen, Kmac, and Dabu the Gemini seem to represent those of us who actually accept the negative criticisms, because according to them, there's always some truth in every comment. Slimbuck, much as SILVABLYNKS said as well, takes the beneficial comments and trashes the rest. To be honest, that's what pretty much most of us try to do. Fozter has a solid no on this one, and I understand where he's coming from. A lot of times you get people who don't appreciate the effort you put into something, and they begin to throw you and discredit everything that you have ever done. So yes, I understand where Fozter is coming from, in the sense that you just get trolled, you just get disrespected despite your work ethic and how much you are putting into the culture. Focusing on just making great music as well as having a fantastic performance as a battle rapper or mainstream artist, doing your best, is a very good standpoint. The fact is, negative comments are everywhere, even when you believe you did good. Like the project I was talking about at the beginning, it is a very good project. Even for content that you feel confident about, you can still be trolled. It can happen that you will open the comments hoping for that validation because you think you did good. Then you get hit with a barrage of trolling. It can sometimes seem as though one bad comment gets the ball rolling, and then there is an avalanche of other toxic comments that follow behind. Another reason comment sections can become fighting grounds is that we tend to dehumanize others online. Instead of perceiving each other as a person at the other end of the computer, we imagine we are commenting into the void. So learning to weed out or trash the hateful and non-beneficial comments is actually the answer to this predicament. But let's just say, I wonder, should we be interested in investing that much effort after we know we've done our honest best on every project? I'm not all that interested in investing that effort. So I typically just leave be the performances I really don't think I did good in. Checking the comments delays the process of me moving on to the next. I don't think it affects my growth at all. I deal with it when I encounter it because I know it is generally unavoidable in life. But when I see where there is toxicity, I do not walk into it. I don't need that energy. So that's my truth. I can't cancel the comment section. That's it. Going back to the advice of my friend, on anything you post or what people post about you, don't look at the comment section. It can demoralize you. I understand the good sense of where that comes from, the good heart and good intentions of where that comes from. But the truth is, I can't cancel the comment section, but I will leave out the performances I don't feel good about. There is always negative comments from every corner of the earth on anything you do. If I can at least leave out the performances I don't feel good about, maybe that would just reduce the workload for me. But what do you think? What's your strategy and approach to the comment section on posts about yourself as a creative? Or even if you're not a creative and you're someone who just goes through the internet, being just a part of the comment section yourself, do you think that if you do go online and post something to promote your brand, you would actually be a fan of going through the comment sections? Ironically, I need your comments on this one. All right, have a good one, and I'll see you next time on QM's Couch. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But before I go, my girl GNERIC has a new single and you can stream it on all platforms online. It's titled Energy. It's an amazing song. I particularly love the song. This is a testament to the fact that battle rappers can make great music. So check out Energy, stream it, enjoy it, and you'll definitely not be disappointed. Energy by GNERIC. Do check it out.